parking lots are a good place to get work done when you want to get away from everybody. Like homeboy. Juan. A place and they didn't have any way to transfer a document directly. No Wi-Fi, no Ethernet. They said I have to email it and I can't get online here. So I gotta go somewhere. Email it and call it.
Before, it was he had a deal that he was opera man, and then, but he made a more sure pact. He became more, it had involved more compassion.
Yeah.
God is saying like,
yeah, it's Christianity.
Can't say,
it took a more compassionate path. You're right. After
but
Paul's
in a way,
intervention.
you're right too, because God is saying, I'm covering my ass on this one.
And I'm just going by what I read in this book called James, the Brother of Jesus, that talks about the history of Jesus' brother. And how he was like a tzaddik, one of the most holy people on earth.
Yeah.
This is said supposedly like even a Kabbalist thing. The original Judaism was a lot more like Kabbalah, and like I said, early Christianity was a lot like the Islam religion, Muslim religion. Paul altered both of them. Well, not just Paul, the Romans. But I think that is what part of propelled Christianity and Judaism into the future. The Romans installed Herod and displaced the Maccabees, which were the original descendants or caretakers from Solomon.
Yeah.
So they substantially changed that, along with Christianity. They did make it a little more tolerable. You can see that by...
One example would be Paul talking about...
well, the reason I learned about Paul is this book called James, the Brother of Jesus. But, Paul talking about what specifically?
About certain aspects of women's behavior in the church. He only did it because he said, we have to establish some guideline, and so I guess I'm the only one who can do that.
No, but see, the thing is, that's where I think they both went astray.
Because
the misogyny.
Christ was just too aloof. You know, he was like, Well, he was like really was God, and he could have called down a legion of angels.
Maybe he was. Maybe he was aloof and accepting, you know. But his brother
was aloof.
His brother
because
was
he was
really
God.
Yeah,
there's an example of that would be in him talking to the other apostles, is that he's somewhat condescending in his parables. He says he says it quite frequently in his passages. He says, you know, that James and John are saying, "Well, we should build a tabernacle with you, and it'll be all white," or they're saying stupid things, or "We should. I'm greater than this man," and Christ is going like this. He's going, "Oh my God."
Well, I know it's
you know, he's kind of like he's going like he's supremely God, and he's going, "Oh my God, they're talking like little children." I kind of like them, but you know, I have to straighten this up a little bit.
Well,
so, Christ was like very much God. I think he was like a pact that God made to establish his rapport with man. He's like covering his ass from saying that he's not compassionate. God is very compassionate.
God is love.
How do all these drunks, like this black guy,
God is love.
How do they take care of themselves? Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but we can't get too worried about that. It frustrates us. We can't worry about, you know.
Yeah, it is. I'm just like, I'm a human being, and this guy who's.
I know. But
God is taking care of him.
Yeah.
I'm not. If I play God, the most I can do for him is probably give him a few lemons, and then I might even take advantage of him. You know, he goes and says he's going to starve and take a quarter. But my intentions were right. But God has follow through.
Yeah, I know. God accepts everybody no matter what. That's a nice thing.
I wanted fame, but I wanted fame, and you know, I didn't want privacy. But I realized with time I do. I wouldn't want fame over privacy. I can honestly say that.
Yeah, I was just making the correlation the other day about how like some, you know, people with celebrity probably have similar problems as far as invasiveness, you know, because as homeless, you know, we can't just tell other people to leave a public property. I know people tell people to leave their squat, but you know, I don't know.
No, you can't. It's a very good point.
Yeah,
I have to remind myself of that.
Yeah. Anyway,
well, you can do it. You can do it through, you know, subtle manipulation.
Of course.
But you can't really on public property. You're right. You can't really say you're on my spot. Yeah.
Well, because they don't really know that sometimes, you know, they are bringing notoriety to the place, you know.
And when you live outdoors, you think totally differently from. Like I say, I have to remind myself because you think totally differently.
Oh yeah.
A Mexican woman's going to get up there and stand right there and look for the bus, and it's irritating because I think she's flirting with me and there's no bus stop there, but they do it all the time. So you have to realize, you have to think about what their behavior is, and you can't be too manipulative because that's just the way they do it. They just like to, Mexican women like to go ahead and look where the bus stop, you know, 20 feet ahead of the bus stop. They think it's important or something.
Now you said you had a poem?
Huh? Yeah.
I was going to shoot it as you read it. Can you read it for us? Just hold it right where the light
is. You're filming all this?
Yeah.
Can I introduce it?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason this poem is so good, I'm a published poet, is because I serendipitously...
Hold it in one light and then thanks.
Yeah, I serendipitously forget about the geese. It's called Goose Creek, but at the end I said, I say, I almost forgot. However, even though I almost forgot.
You can just start at the beginning. Go ahead, just read the whole thing.
But the description of the geese is excellent. Okay. So I almost forgot, but I get it in. It's just exactly what a geese is like.
Okay.
Goose Creek. What horny toad or scorpion rare scampers along your gray banks? Craggy oak and the smell of elm enliven the view. You twist and turn, colors turning from brown to blue. I almost forgot. The geese, like ducks with long necks, and our horse, too.
Yeah, I remember your last name with Beethoven, but I forgot that it was first name was Paul, like the apostle, huh?
Yeah.
I am a child of God, and He has sent me, has given me an earthly home with parents kind indeed. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find child of God, and so my needs are great. Help me to understand His words before it grows too late. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday.
There's 60 amazing animals in the country.
I am a child of God, rich blessings are in store. If I but learn to do His will, I'll live with Him once more. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday.
Anyway, this is Paul.
Yes, how you doing?
And he's
Paul.
he's regular on the beach. Most infamous for his bowler hat, usually, huh?
Yeah.
And his pets.
Yeah, but weird pets.
Anyway, Paul, this is Pioneer Day, so I told you I'd give you
Pioneer's Day,
a
okay.
$3. That's a $3 Mormon bill and a
Mormon
$2
bill. Wait a minute.
U.S. bill.
Can this Mormon bill be spent?
I don't know. Call up the Mormon church and ask them if you can spend it at their food storage.
Storage.
Yeah, they got like probably the largest food
That's
storage.
up there in Salt Lake City, isn't
Well,
it?
that's where their main like Deseret Industries are located. But you know they have to have a bigger infrastructure than that because like you know during Katrina, you know they mobilized a whole bunch of crap and went
Sit down south somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. But that's Salt Lake City, Utah, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right out of Vegas. When you leave Vegas and go up 15,
Yeah, I think so. Wait a minute.
when they got the
15?
college.
Oh yeah, they got a college out there,
basketball team.
BYU. Yeah.
I was up there and they put their own children to work to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
The mongoloids from the crossbreeding and stuff they do.
Oh yeah.
And they give them jobs where they can support themselves.
Oh,
They
you mean special needs children? You mean?
Yeah, they have the industry for them up there.
Yeah, it's
They go
probably
to work.
maybe that's Deseret Industries. That's the one that
But
does
they,
all the.
I went there and I took pinstripes off those big semi-tractor trailers.
Oh, yeah?
They travel all around and pick
Oh
up
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you know,
So how long did you live there?
about a month.
About a month.
Yeah.
But you've never seen the Mormons out here passing out food, have you?
If they were, they didn't say they were Mormon.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
they usually
I
have the
mean-
white shirts, you know,
White shirts.
the white shirts and the little tag. A lot of times the missionaries will
No,
be with them.
no.
So that's how they're kind of easy to spot.
The churches that hand out here, they're just like you and I, regular people.
I don't think they
Neighborhoods.
realize how bad it is. Is probably it. You know.
It will be worse, but This is just the waking up
Oh yeah.
part of the growing.
Oh yeah.
See, because we have a big lost generation of young people. And the $3 bill, yeah. That's hoodwink.
I was gonna say, I know.
Hoodwink.
And spend the $2 fast because
Yeah,
it's gonna be worthless. It's gonna be about as worth as much as the $3 bill soon.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thanks, Paul, for your
Thanks, and
happy Pioneer Day to you.
Pioneer Day.
I'll try to get the Mormons to do a little more for the poor.
Can you eat this $3 bill?
Jaden? Oh, Jaden. Mama and Daddy doing my Aiden Jaden. Thank you. Yep, for participating, Jaden. And watch yourself. Don't be misbehaving. Papa don't take no mess. Leave it alone. Love you today.
Don't get nervous. I just want to shoot this Romney shit.
Child of God, He has sent me. He's given me an earthly home with parents lead me, guide me, walk beside me. Help me find a way.
We're just filming the cops.
Teach me all that I must do.
How's it going?
Live within.
Great job with the carnival, guys.
I am a child of God, so my needs are great. Me to understand His words before it flows into me. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find a way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday. Child of God, rich blessings are in store. If I would learn to do
We've got a 200 pig and a 200 chicken inside. We've got 200 eggs.
Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find a way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday.
Hola, Juan Carlos.
The angel opens her wings, blah, 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 blah. Look at her. She's smiling pretty.
Yeah. Well, you know, the first thing I shot with you was the dollhouse thing, right? And then you were singing and you started dancing.
That's why they call me the dollhouse.
I am a child of God, and He has sent me here, has given me an earthly home with parents kind and dear. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday. I am a child of God, and so my needs are great. Help me to understand His words before it grows too late. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday. I am a child of God, rich blessings are in store. If I but learn to do His will, I'll live with Him once more. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way. Teach me all that I must do to live with Him someday.
She ain't